I've learned over time that it's not about investing in the business, it's investing in the individual.
For a long time, Tyra Banks was respected and admired in both the fashion and the entertainment industries.
So I have realized I've made my mistakes.
But over the years, we've come to see that there is another side to Tyra that's much darker and more twisted than anyone ever expected.
For you don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through.
And some of the things she said and done throughout her career will honestly shock you. Tyra has a lot of seriously impressive achievements under her belt. She was the first ever African-American model to grace the cover of influential magazines like Sports Illustrated and GQ. From 1997 to 2005, she strutted down the runway in angel wings as a Victoria's Secret model, and it was no surprise that she became one of the highest earning supermodels before her 21st birthday. She really was on top of the fashion world, but her time as a model was ticking. After all, everyone knows that models have a short shelf life, so Tyra made sure she'd have a career path to follow after she retired from modeling. She produced and hosted one of the most iconic and successful reality competition shows to date, America's Next Top Model. It was an undeniable, innovative show for its time. Did you know that there ended up being 50 different versions of it around the world? The ratings she attracted as host of America's Next Top Model led to her getting her own talk show in 2005, The Tyra Banks Show, which actually won 2 daytime Emmys over its 5-season run. But the era of Tyra Banks would not last forever. There had always been whispers of her attitude and behavioral issues, but they came under a magnifying glass later on in her career, which caused some people to question if she really deserved the untouchable reputation that she once had. As we all know, up until 2023, Tyra was still working as a reality TV show host. Her latest venture was with Dancing with the Stars, but unlike with her previous shows, she was reportedly called out for her antics and egomania a lot sooner. One of OK's sources revealed that Tyra tried to dominate the show when she became the host. Apparently, she was extremely selective about which famous people could come on the show. She only wanted ones that she deemed to be real stars, not old, washed-up celebrities. And she allegedly banned celebrities that she had personal beef with, like Chrissy Teigen, who she famously didn't get along with after their time working together on the failed talk show Fab Life. An insider told The Sun that in general, Tyra just didn't really mesh well with the show. They claimed she was having problems with everyone from the producers to the contestants, who she'd often rubbed the wrong way. Even the crew members reportedly didn't get along with her. There was one incident when she read out the wrong names of the bottom 2 dance couples.
There's actually been an error.
And instead of owning the mistake, she blamed the problem on the cards that she was reading in front of her. So the crew members were allegedly angry about how that made them look bad. For the 31st season of the show, Tyra even got paired with a co-host, ex-winning contestant Alfonso Ribeiro. I don't know about you guys, but to me, it looks like the show's producers weren't confident in Tyra's ability to handle the job solo anymore. She just kind of lost the likability factor that she used to have, and I think a big part of that has to do with her time on America's Next Top Model. Since the show first aired in 2003, the culture has changed a lot. So many of the things that may have seemed okay at the time were actually really not okay. When America's Next Top Model started showing up on streaming platforms, a lot of people began commenting online about all of the messed up stuff that happened on the show, and Tyra received a ton of delayed backlash for her role on the reality program.
Turn it off before you don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through.
I mean, some of the things that she got away with at the time are so unbelievable. They just wouldn't happen in today's age. Like the time that she basically shamed a model for refusing to fix the gap between her front teeth after she had a trip to the show's dentist. The contestant actually ended up winning that season and has since modeled for top brands around the world. Then there was the episode where Tyra told the contestants that they needed to darken their skin so that they could try to pass as a different race. See what I mean? She would never have been able to even suggest something like that today. Tyra even upset the hearing impaired community when a clip went viral of a deaf male contestant being forced to model in complete darkness. So he obviously couldn't even see his translator and had no way of communicating. And you guys, the list just goes on and on.
never yelled at a girl like this.
Let's not forget all the body shaming that happened on that show. Sure, it wasn't surprising given what we know about the modeling industry, but looking back at old episodes, it's insane just how brutal Tyra and the judges were to the models who were already so slim, but were still expected to be even thinner. In the first season, Tyra commented on how one model named Robin represented a plus-size model, but only on the bottom. However, her guest judge, ex-supermodel Janice Dickinson, just flat out called the contestant fat and huge. Tyra later made Robin cry by pointing out in front of all the other models that she was always covering up her hips.
Do you have to be covered all the time? Like, why can't you want to be covered? This is saying, oh, I've got hips, so I'm covering them up. Why are you crying, Robin?
In season 4, things weren't any better for the non-stick thin models. A contestant named Kenya was told that she needed to lose weight. Then later on, in an animal-themed photo shoot, she was chosen to be an elephant. And in a 7 Sins themed photo shoot, she was assigned the sin of gluttony and had to pose in a coffin filled with donuts and bacon grease. After clips from the show that highlighted body shaming went viral, a lot of angry people expressed their disappointment online, and Tyra received the majority of the blame. One Twitter user said that the whole show was a hate crime against women's bodies, especially black women, and that Tyra was there to okay it all. Eventually, Tyra caught wind of all the online backlash against her, and she decided to address it. She tweeted something to let everyone know that she was aware of what was going on. She posted that she'd been seeing the comments about the insensitivity of some past America's Next Top Model moments, and that she agreed with them. She went on to say that looking back, those were some really off choices, and she appreciated people's honest feedback. But as you might have noticed, there were no I'm sorries included, so it wasn't exactly an apology. Honestly, there's just been so much criticism about America's Next Top Model since it went off the air in 2018, and I really think it put a serious dent in Tyra's reputation. Even her Tyra Banks talk show was criticized for the way it handled some more sensitive topics, and there was one particular episode that people still talk about to this day because it really didn't show Tyra in the best light, which was probably the opposite of what she had in mind when she decided to interview her guests for that episode. Since the beginning of Tyra's career, the press has always pitted her against supermodel veteran Naomi Campbell, but Tyra helped fuel the alleged rivalry by claiming that Naomi was cruel to her when she was first starting out. She told the Wall Street Journal that she was going home at night crying her eyes out because a woman she looked up to didn't want her to be there, and was supposedly doing everything in her power to make her go away, which painted a picture of Naomi being the villain of the feud and Tyra being the victim. So when Tyra had Naomi on her show, she really hyped it up as being this huge moment. She even decided not to have an audience that day, so it was just her and Naomi in the studio.
Naomi was breaking down the walls of the predominantly white world of modeling. Naomi traveled all over the world, working with the most prestigious fashion designers and sought-after photographers.
No way!
By the mid-1990s, Naomi was amassing an empire, collecting more than $10,000 an hour for modeling jobs.
Throughout the interview though, Naomi never really gave Tyra the reaction she might have been hoping for. She just played it cool, listening to Tyra's accusations with a polite smile on her face and claiming that she didn't really remember any of what Tyra was talking about. After that episode, both supermodels said that things had been sorted out between them.
When she was managed by Benny Medina, which was a good friend, we cleared that up.
But in 2020, Naomi shared an article by The Thing which claimed that Tyra was actually the bully, not her. And it went into how Tyra was tyrant on America's Next Top Model and not the innocent victim she'd often made herself out to be in her interviews. So maybe the rivalry hasn't completely been put to bed just yet. Anyway, it seems like the tables have turned for Tyra and she isn't looked at in the same way she was during in her heyday. In March 2023, it was announced that she would not be hosting the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, does that mean you're stepping away from—
It was supposedly due to her many business commitments.
Her focus has shifted onto her personal business.
But with the mixed feedback that she received during her time on the show, there's been online speculation that she may have left for other reasons too. Now, she says that she'll be mostly working behind the scenes on future shows. But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Is Tyra the flawless icon that she was once considered to be? Were you shocked by some of the things that she said and done over the years? Let me know in the comments below.